Check. Okay.
No, I can't hear you.
West Coast. Well, good evening, Raider Nation. My name is Brent Johnson, along with head ball coach Sky Keck. We are live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports. Most importantly, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. From Soperton, Georgia, Treutlen County, another small single-A school that we travel up the road for a non-region encounter. We came here a few years ago, and we're here about 20 minutes, and literally the bottom fell out. And if you know what that expression, it was the real deal. We had several inches of rain in just about 30 minutes. It didn't take them long to call it. We jumped back on the buses, soaking wet, and come back home. But we are here. The weather's warm, but we're in good shape. We'll get some football in tonight. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for those of you that will be watching this on demand, most likely, that there was nothing. Occasionally when we go to off locations, we do have a cellular router, which generally does a pretty good job. We purchased this a couple years ago, pulling in some signal in different ways that your cell phone normally wouldn't. But, man, and again, I try not to throw the carrier under the bus, but Verizon's doing it's a tough job right here. Again, we barely get a signal to get anything out, but this, again, will be on demand. Obviously, you're watching it in high definition, so bear with us. Hopefully this will be maybe one of the only away games we'll have this issue. But, again, I also want to mention a couple things. We'll get to sponsors in just a moment. I want to mention Mr. Ricky Chi is here with me on the camera. This is his first full season with us. He's a sophomore at Bacon County High School. Has taken courses in my engineering pathway. Going to be a first-time Technology Student Association member this year. Ricky's one of the top of his class. We're proud of this young man. Got Katie Cothran going to be producing the show for us tonight. She is a third-year TSA student in my program in the engineering pathway, and she'll be making sure all the numbers and everything look right on the screen. Sky, we come off a big win last week, something that Raider Nation needed. A big home win, as the coach mentioned on the show this week. We were kind of road warriors last year, but come away pretty happy from last week.
Yeah, last week we got a big win, a team that made a deep run in the playoffs last year, and we beat them by 17 points. I mean, that's inflated a little bit there by the pick six at the end, but we played well overall. I was actually thinking about it last night. Our special teams made big plays. We blocked a punt. Our defense made huge plays, highlighted there by the pick six at the end. Offense obviously scored. You had 3 touchdowns by your freshman running back, Keandre Dixon, added with a pass touchdown there by Knox Ledbetter to Aiden Cothran last week. So usually when you play well in all 3 phases of the game, that tends to lead to wins. And that's exactly what we got last week. And then coming off that, running into this week, you just want us to continue that, keep getting better each week. And I feel like we've seen that so far. And, hopefully all of that will pay dividends here tonight, and we'll get another road victory and take it back to Bacon County.
Well, it's always a woulda, coulda, shoulda. The first thing I went back to is, man, if our boys if we had executed, like we did Friday night a couple weeks ago at Clinch County, man, we could have come out of there with a victory. Again, that's water under the bridge. But when you look at your record, but again, we're moving forward. We got better from the week before, and that's all you can ask for from a coaching staff. That's all you can ask for from these young men that are hopefully giving everything they got every day in the weight room, in the classroom, and on the practice field. And that's what you just said. Hopefully it carries over tonight. This is a little unusual. It's a Thursday night. I look back and I can't remember the last time we may have played on a Thursday. I want to think we had that little mini game on a Thursday night back in 2011 or 2012. Somebody text me if you've got my number that might know that. But I do know this: we are literally right 6 feet from a speaker, so we apologize for that blaring in on us. as the field announcer is making a few announcements. But again, Thursday night football, the reason for that was a lack of referees available in this area. So that really forced us. We didn't have a choice. They called and said, hey, we're playing on Thursday, and we said, hey, we'll be there. And so this is a unique experience. It kind of felt like a Friday all day today at school, which was interesting. But we're going to have to get up early in the morning and go in and not be able to sleep in just a little bit from a Saturday. But we're going to take a quick break here as they pray and play the national anthem. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Would everyone please remain standing and remove their hats while the Treutlen High School Band plays our national anthem.
Okay, Raider Nation, we are back again live from Soperton, Georgia. If you missed our brief introduction, Brent Johnson, along with head ball coach Sky Keck, coming off a big win last week at Red Raider Field, going into another non-region opponent here at Treutlen County. Treutlen comes in 1-1, as our Raiders do, running a wing T offense. If you watched the coaches show, you heard Coach Matt Wilson kind of talk a little bit about they like to run the ball, and they will occasionally run a play action off of that and try to catch you off guard, but they're going to try and run the ball. And we're heavy run, I would say, overall as well, in a sort of almost like a spread wing tee. We lined up last week with split backs and a wing at one time with two wide receivers, which was interesting. And we've got three proven backs now. After last week, we hadn't talked about the freshman, number 4, Dixon. Had two brothers last week that had pretty big ball games. I'm not sure when the last time we've had two brothers play well in one night on the playing field, but they did very well. This young man, you can tell he's different. You know, when he runs the ball. Number 4, keep an eye on him tonight, along with our seniors. Richardson, who comes off a 1,000-yard rushing season last year, and you can't miss Green, or you might miss him. He's so quick out there on the field. But, again, we sort of have a three-headed monster there. Not a lot of size, but a lot of speed and quickness. We do have
on the lines.
On the lines. Tell us a little bit about that.
Because the games are won in the trenches. And, I mean, to be honest, I feel like last week, okay, obviously we won the game, and I want to say we won in the trenches. You look at our guys, we were able to move the ball relatively well against Telfair on offense, thanks in part to our offensive line moving guys and opening up holes. You know, those holes don't just magically appear for our running backs to burst through. And then our D-line, we were consistently there after a little while. We were stuffing their run, getting after their quarterback there later in the game. So we just really played good all the way around. Our DBs had their receivers on lock for most of the game, if not the entire game. And, again, you just want to see us be able to come out here and do that all over again.
Well, I didn't mention this on the show the other day, but I thought about it and just remembered. Sky, I don't know. You think we'll face a team don't know if you and Heath talked about it, that looked as good as this team physically that we played last week, Telfair. We have size, but I bet you pound for pound they may have outweighed us 20, 25 pounds across their lines, defense and offensive line. Their tailback, 6'1", 210, 215. They were thick. I mean, these were good-looking athletes. And again, I was thinking we might not see, again, top to bottom. You get to the Thomasvilles and the Fitzgeralds possibly or probably, but from a small school standpoint, that was a good-looking team we played. And you were right. I don't know if we could use the word dominate up front because we got a lot of our yardage outside. But I was most impressed about our defensive line not allowing that. I think a 3-star All-State tailback, again, 210, 6'1", just a great-looking kid. And we should have had him tackled in the backfield. He stretched one out for 60 yards there in the first quarter, but that was it. I don't even know if he got 100 yards after, a total of 100 yards.
Well, I'm not sure that he played the whole game because I think I was told we had knocked him out of the game at one point. But one of the contributing factors to us being able to lock them up and box them up like we did is, I'm sure you noticed it just like probably everybody else, was the return of number 6 last week, Akey Brown.
Yes. That was a huge lift. I mean, anytime he comes out on the field, gets some high fives from his friends on the field, and the ball snapped, and guess what? He gets a snack. Yeah, a sack. He kind of snacked on the quarterback there, brought him down, and then it was on from there. He had a couple other big hits along with Scooter Johnson, a couple other guys, our defensive ends, and those outside linebackers. I had a really good game. We also let's Guy go ahead and go through the they're about to flip the coin. Captains are coming to the center of the field. We'll go ahead and announce our captains.
Yeah, we've got 3 tonight. We've got 48, DeAnthony Harrison, 33, Jason Guest, and number 2, Dietrich Smith will be your captains tonight, representing the Red Raiders out at midfield.
Raiders in white, Treutlen in red tops, black pants. Again, the Vikings, I believe, is their mascot. That kind of looks like our old Raider head from years back. But, yeah, last time we were here, I barely saw the field because it rained so hard so quickly. But it's not a bad-looking facility here. We're actually located at the middle school. But, yeah, it's not a bad place. Finally, the sun, we got here, the sun was bearing in on us. It's gone behind the trees. It's actually cooled off probably about 6 or 8 degrees. And we're ready for kickoff here in about a minute and 34 seconds. So we're going to take a break for about a minute and come back and get this thing kicked off again here on the NFHS Network powered by Play on Sports. That's okay. You can run another one. All right, we're back here. We're getting ready for kickoff as your Raiders will receive the opening kickoff. Treutlen won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So your Raiders coming in on the field there. Got to think we'll get a few more folks coming in. Again, a unique opportunity to play football on a Thursday night, a little more awkward than a Friday for some, I guess. And I do apologize, again, for those of you that are watching it right now that did not – I posted on Facebook on the football side as well as my broadcasting site that it was going to be difficult to broadcast out of here this evening. I had to make a choice of try to broadcast in a very low quality video stream versus a high definition, which is what we're capable of doing. And I chose the high def. If you can watch some of it, if you were able to watch some of it live, great. If not, you will be able to watch the replay crisp and clean on your big screen television, on your phone or on your laptop tomorrow or later, late tonight or whenever. But, again, I do apologize for that. At times there's nothing we can do about that situation. So appreciate your patience with that, and hopefully we won't run into that any further in the future. What say you, Coach?
I say I'm ready to watch this game and hopefully watch the Raiders get a win here.
We were saying earlier, if you're just joining us, Treutlen's going to, on offense, they're going to run a wing T. Defensively, it's going to be a sort of a 3-5, Coach described. Here we got the return.
Yeah, it's another one of those short kicks. You know, we've seen that a lot so far this year where I'm not sure we've seen anybody kick it deep to our return guys. And I think that's probably just a testament to how much speed we have back there and how good those guys are with the ball in their hands. All right, we're going to come out. Got Knox there in the backfield. Got two receivers up top. Getting the play in. Handoff. That's going to be Dixon with the first carry of the game. He keeps his feet. Let's see what kind of speed he's got. He's down to the 30, 20. Breaks the tackle, stays on his feet. Touchdown, Keandre Dixon.
First play of the game.
I mean, all this guy does is score at this point.
Holy smokes. That's that 14-year-old freshman. What a run. You know, what a battle. Just the stamina that he showed, staying on his feet, getting bumped around there late after running about almost 50 yards down the field, and stumbles, keeps his feet, and scores. I mean, wow, what a run.
Yeah, he's on an all-time heater right now, I think we could say. There's not really much that he can seem to do wrong right now.
We got Isaiah Thomas lining it up. Isaiah hit a 39-yard field goal last week. We feel like pretty much iced the game, give us a 10-point lead with just a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it made the game a two-score game last week at the moment, and that PAT is up and good.
We knew he was accurate from extra point range. We knew he had a big leg, and he proved it with plenty of clearance on that 39-yard field goal last week. Raiders quickly, 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, we're only 24 seconds into this ball game here. And, you know, what's that thing? It's a couple years ago, they used to always make jokes about him, talking about hit the easy button. Like, that was easy.
That was easy. That was good blocking up front. Again, we kind of bounced it outside there off tackle. Man, what a run. What a run.
Yeah, you know, so far we've scored on every offensive play tonight. So if we can just keep that up, we'll be just fine.
I tell you what's even more important, Sky, is – the first three games we played, including the scrimmage at Clinch and last week, we basically went 3 and out in those contests. And now, you know, opening drive, Coach talked about that in the coaches show this week, that, you know, we seem to have a few jitters, maybe just the opening jitters, but didn't see many jitters there, at least from the freshmen.
No, we've seen number 4 run by everybody. We're going to have Isaiah kick this one off. He'll drive that one down to about the 5-yard line there. And your Red Raiders are going to swarm the returner at about the 16-yard line. You know, last week we seen Isaiah drive a couple kicks into the end zone.
We
there.
did. We haven't seen a kicker do that in several years, maybe since the record holder for the 51-yard field goal, Ronaldo. Last one with a really big leg. Raiders going to show up on defense, hopping around. That'll get you going. If they wasn't ready to go before that touchdown run, they are now. Again, this defense led by number 6, the senior, Key Brown. But I don't think he's on the field at this moment.
No, I believe, and also listening to the coaches show this week, I believe Coach Matt Wilson said Treutlen's going to run it about 90% of the time.
That's right.
They will right here on a little sweep by the receiver, and he'll get enough for a first down there, and plus some. He'll end up with about 15 on the play.
Yeah, they're going to play a style of offense that's you got to be disciplined. I'm a little disappointed here we didn't turn this runner inside a little quicker, but they do have they got some speed on that outside you just saw there, but we contained him, got him out of bounds after about a 13-yard gain.
Yeah, Treutlen's quarterback here, they just come out in that little single back with the quarterback under center. Gonna send a guy in motion, hand it to him here near side. He'll get about 5 on the play.
Yeah, this offense is set up. It's 3-5 yards in a cloud of dust, and if they happen to break one, they do have some guys that can take it to the house. So again, when you're running this style of offense and you're defensively playing it, you got just about everybody in the box. So it's dangerous for a little play action. It's also dangerous if that running back happens to get to the second level. There's nobody there to catch him.
Yeah, on defense here, you want to just stay disciplined, read your keys, know your assignment. Treutlen's under center again. Had a little false start there. They had 2 guys try to go in motion at the same time.
Yeah, that's going to help the Raiders out. Going to make it 2nd and long, probably around 2nd and 9, long 8.
10 minutes, 33 seconds here in the first quarter.
That is going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Vikings. And let's make it 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9 is, I'm sure, about 5 foot away from my right ear, so we'll be hearing that all night. Treutlen with a guy in motion. They'll hand it straight up the middle there.
Yeah, a little bit of a push and get 2 or 3 yards. And again, the offensive line has an advantage. They get off the ball quicker and can get underneath our guys. So you can almost expect with the fullback that close to the line of scrimmage, he's going to get 1 or 2 or 3 yards almost every time there.
Yeah, this has all the makings of one of those games that's just flies by.
Yeah, if we can just stop, we get a stop or two, we get a couple touchdown lead here. But you're right, the time's going to click off, and that wouldn't hurt my feelings being a Thursday night if we can get back home before midnight.
Snaps to the quarterback. He's actually going to roll out there a little bit.
Key Brown
back left, and yeah, we know how that story ends.
Colin Page drops back to pass, caught from behind, but there's a flag on the far side of the field at the 34-yard line.
At 34. Hopefully that's a holding on them.
His helmet came off.
Listening to the field announcer, there's a penalty on the far side. Let's see what the white hat says. Our Raiders are not moving, so we're either going to decline it. I think it's definitely on Treutlen. So we'll either decline. It's going to be 4th down. Yep, we're going to decline. It's going to be 4th and long. Most likely we'll see a punt here.
The Vikings will be declined, and it will be 4th down and 9.
Again, another great play there by the senior. Key Brown coming in the game there. You can notice him. If you can't see the number 6, you can see his hair coming out the back of his helmet. That's how I find him most of the time. Just a football player. The young man does not shy away from contact on both sides of the ball. We saw him carry the ball last year in the Johnson County game that got us through with some injuries to our main backs.
Treutlen's going to line up the punt here. We blocked one of these last week. Big Theron Moore there in the middle. We'll see if he can get to one tonight. Low punt there. It's going to be fielded by Santiago Bazell. He'll bring it near side and got a host of Treutlen tacklers there.
I think Bell kind of scooped that one like if he was in center field or something there on the baseball field.
Yeah, he was able to get a few on that return. Not a whole lot. 9:25 here in the first quarter. Your Raiders taking over on their own
30 yards on the punt.
43-yard line.
Ball will be spotted just short of the 43-yard line.
Knox back there. He's got Dixon to his left. I mean, feed the hot hand. Why not? 2 receivers up top. That's Aiden Cothran and Isaiah Thomas.
Probably could fake it to 4, and somebody's going to be wide open like last week.
We're going to have 2 backs in the backfield. Moopy's joined Knox, and he'll get the handoff. Cut it outside, make a guy miss. Run past another guy. Oh, and he's upended there by number 2 on that far side.
Yeah, great play there by the defense. They just strung it out. Moopy is quick, as you can tell, but you can only go so far, east and west. And they showed some speed from the corner position there and made a great play.
2nd down and 12.
Second and 12 here. Again, we're going to have 2 receivers up top. Dixon in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Big hole. Takes it back up the middle. He's near the first down marker.
Handoff to number 4.
Dixon has the first down plus about 3. He'll get into Treutlen territory. Your Raiders have the ball on the Vikings' 44-yard line.
I keep saying it. And I can't explain it. He just looks different when he's running the ball. He's got a couple different strides. Right there, you saw him kind of make some short steps in between there, kind of finding his way through, but he still looks relatively fast, almost like he's gliding across the grass. But another chewed up about 14 yards there, adding to the about a 64-yard run earlier. This young man's already up over 75 yards. In 2 carries for this game early. Again, still really early in the first quarter, 8 minutes and 32 seconds here with a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout, too, and be back in just a moment.
And we're back. We got 2 backs in the backfield here. 2 receivers up top. Knox gets a snap. Moopy will get the handoff. He'll take it up the middle, and he's got a couple Treutlen defenders there. Stop him after about a yard, or he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We don't have a lineup for Treutlen. I guess we could kind of – I mean, we are literally 5 feet from the announcer speaker here. I think number 50 made the tackle for Treutlen.
Yeah, there will be some echoing tonight coming through this speaker over here. Dixon gets the handoff, takes the right side. And he'll only get about 2 on that carry.
Man, he only gets 2. Golly. But I think he's still averaging about 24 yards a carry.
On the tackle, Johnny Johnson.
I'll tell you, I think it's already gotten to the point where every time I see him get the handoff, I'm almost expecting something big.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a 3rd down long for the Raiders, 3rd and 8. Again, 7:32 on the clock. Probably 2-down territory for our Raiders, especially if we can get 3, 4, 5 yards here.
We've got Keandre. He's the lone back in the backfield next to Knox. Aiden Cothran is going to come down here near side, leave Isaiah up top by himself. Fake little handoff. Hit Moopy there on a little crossing route. Moopy's going to take this one to the house. There's nobody there, but there is a flag on the play. Man, and that was a good-looking play there, too.
Is that how that works? It's usually a spot foul.
Well, we got to see what their call is going to be.
Well, if they go back,
Hold.
if it's holding from there, they go back 10 yards. I guess it could be 3rd and 2.
It'll be.
That's going to be a hold against Bacon County, so the touchdown will not count.
I'm unfamiliar. Yep, it's going to call a first down, and then there's going to be a penalty from – no? We'll see. I'll hush. I know it doesn't completely cancel the play out. He's going to step it off, and then I think it's going to be 3rd and either 1st and 10 from there or 3rd and 2.
I think
Third and 3.
3rd and
3.
After the penalties marked,
3rd
it looks like the-
and probably close to 4 is what it looks like.
Let's go back to that last play. I mean, the penalty, yeah, it stinks, but, man, what a throw, which we know Ledbetter's got. He's got just about every throw in the book. Hits him in his hands, out in front of his body. Full stride by Moopy. Just a great play by the Raiders.
Snap Knox will hand this one off. Then Dixon will give it to Moopy, and he's going to take this left side, bounce it outside. Up near the sideline there, you got your cheerleaders.
Look out,
getting
cheerleaders.
out of the way.
Woo, they're scattering there. Thankfully, everybody got out of the way, it looks like. It's going to be a first down for the Red Raiders from about the 20.
And Stokes, but not until after he gains another first down.
Looks like 23-yard line for the Raiders. 6:53 on the clock as it continues to wind down.
Yeah, and for the most part, we're kind of just eating up yards. You know, they've stopped us there a couple plays for minimal gains, but other than that, so far, we've hit some big ones.
Being able to run the ball effectively just opens up everything in the passing game.
Snap the Knots. Going to try him on a run here. Takes it off left tackle, and he'll get 2.
Quarterback key by number 14.
Man, again, we got people
Ledbetter, he's running
doing
out of
anything they
bounds
can to get out of the way over there on the sideline.
just past the original line of scrimmage, may have gained a yard.
I guess
Number
you run Ledbetter, keep him honest.
Run him out of bounds.
We've talked about him. He's a guy that's going to get you 2 to 5, maybe 7 yards. When you
So Treutlen's going to punt it away to us here. We've got Santiago Bazell standing at around the 50-yard line. A little better punt than the last time. Santiago's going to try to return this one, but he can't get around the edge there. They'll bring him down. I don't think he gained anything on the return. He just had to go sideways there for a while. So your Bacon County offense will come out and set up shop at about their own. Let's see where they spot the ball here.
No gain on the return. Ball will be spotted at the 46.
It's going to be spotted at the Bacon County 46. That's where our offense will take over here on this drive. Again, it looks like we'll have Keandre Dixon there in the backfield next to Knox. Got Aiden Cawthorn down here near side. Isaiah Thomas up far side. It's number 20 down there, Travis Cawthorn coming in motion. Got him set. Now we've got the play in. Knox will get it all, and he can't handle the snap.
Fumble on the snap. Ledbetter falls on it.
Just tried to
on
move
the
a little
40
too
for
quick there, it
about a
looked like.
6-yard loss. Second down and 16.
As you probably just heard, that's a 6-yard loss on that play. It'll bring your Raiders to 2nd and 16. So they're behind the sticks here.
sort of in a twilight period here where the lights aren't fully working. A little dim out on the field.
Dixon gets a handoff, and Treutlen was all over that one as he only gets about 2 on the carry.
66, Jarvis Gibbons on the tackle. He tries to make it up the middle, didn't find much room, gains about 2 yards. It's going to bring up third down and 14.
So third and pretty long here. Let's see what we can dial up and bring out of the playbook for this one.
You got to think they're going to pass here. Could be a draw. We haven't thrown a screen all year, if I'm correct. Something out and over the middle. Pop a tight end out over the middle.
fake the handoff. He's looking this way. Treutlen's got some pressure. And he looked like he was rearing up to throw it deep to Aiden Cawthorn down here, but he just didn't have time to get the ball off.
Well, he waited about a second or two too long to get the ball out. It's almost like he's got to be a little more aware. He was rolling out into the defender, even though he was being blocked. I think just dropping straight back there a couple steps and stepping into it, heaving it down the sideline. If it's intercepted, it's probably more like a punt. But it's going to be fourth and long for the Raiders here, 4th and 21. We're going to take a quick break here on the NFHS Network. Start of the second quarter, flip sides of the field. Raiders about to punt.
Isaiah will punt it away.
Oh,
good looking punt there. High punt, forcing fair catch. We had Michael Dixon get down there.
35-yard punt by the young man.
The 30-yard line. Be first and 10 Vikings from there.
A lot of hang time. That's what you want. Let your defenders get down.
See if our defense can keep it up here. They haven't really let Treutlen get any momentum or really get anything going at all so far.
Yeah, just a couple first downs in about 4 possessions, or this will be their 4th possession, I believe. 11:55 early in the second quarter.
Treutlen's actually going to line up here in the shotgun on this play. That's different. It'll be a direct snap to the quarterback. He'll take it outside, about gain of 3 on the play.
Quarterback, he strings it out around the left-hand side, tackled by number 10, Cawthorn.
Cawthorn is one of probably only the true.
Gained close to 3 yards, second down and 7.
Well, I can't find the words. Plays both ways for us quite a bit of the time, probably 75-80% of the time, wide receiver. Because we run the ball quite a bit, he does a little blocking on offense, so he's able to rest a little on offense, and he gets after it on defense.
Yeah, and so far this year, he's been back there, that safety spot, and nobody's really tested him and tried throwing the ball his way this season.
Well, he was a hawk last year.
That's just a quick little throw there by Treutlen out here to the near side, little receiver bubble, and we were all over that for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Chancey, ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Raiders hold them here. You could expect another punt this part of the field. 10 minutes, 31 seconds.
Treutlen again lines up in shotgun. He drops the snap. He'll pick it up, try to run for it.
I hate those plays.
Yeah, and he breaks a couple tackles and actually picks up about, 20 yards on the play.
You see that too many times. A quarterback, just really a mistake by the offense, by the quarterback, dropping it on the ground, and everybody kind of seems like they hesitate, and the next thing you know, he's down the field 20 yards, like Sky just said.
Yeah, and a broken play just resulted in Treutlen's biggest play of the ball game so far.
So they're going to cross the 50 for the first time into our territory. 10-15 and counting in the second quarter.
Again, they got trips up top. Shotgun snaps and quarterback. He's just looking to run here out to the right side. He'll stutter step and go, get close to the first down. Actually, they're going to give him the first down. That's going to be a gain of about 12.
Good for another Georgia First Bank Viking first down. Ball's going to be spotted on the 32-yard
So
line.
Treutlen's got a little bit of momentum here. First time we've really seen them with any of that on offense here tonight. So we'll see if our Raider defense can get back into it. Force a stop here as Treutlen's got the ball 1st and 10 on the Bacon County 32-yard line with 9 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the second quarter. Treutlen gets a snap. They're looking to run here off the right side. He's got a hole. He gets up close to another first down. They'll mark him about half a yard short.
That's going to be close to a first down. Let's see what they say. That's going to be another Georgia First Bank Viking first down.
Yep, no giving the first down on that carry. So that's a few big plays here back to back. Clinch is actually moving at a pretty good pace here. The quarterback, oh, he's got a lot of room up to the top side. We'll see if Michael Dixon can chase him down, and he will around the 5-yard line. That was just good speed there by Mike Dixon, being able to chase the quarterback down because he had nothing but green grass over on that side.
For another Georgia First Bank Viking first down, it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 7.
So this is Treutlen's first time being in the red zone tonight. First time here with a goal-to-go opportunity. They've got a receiver down here to the bottom, but I don't really see him throwing the ball. They'll snap it and look to run. He'll just get it centered there in the middle of the field as we didn't give him much on that play.
Rod Fuller. Looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage, but no gain. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 7.
Treutlen gets a snap, and Theron Moore is going to blow that up. Theron was back there in a hurry.
Oh, it's a turnover.
On the play, Vikings turn the ball over to Bacon County.
Stripped it away. What a play by defensively there. I don't know if Theron was the one that got the ball out, but we know he made the initial play with 8:14 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and again, like Brent said earlier, it's kind of dim down there on the field from where we're at. And to be honest, I never seen the ball on the play. But regardless, that's a huge play there by your Raider defense. Is they'll get a stop and your offense will take over. We'll come out one receiver up top. Knox has Keandrick Dixon there in the backfield alongside him. Knox gets a snap, hands off to Keandrick. Man, Treutlen's just plugging away up there right now. They're kind of stifling our run game a little bit, as Keandrick didn't have hardly any room at all to run right there.
56, Tyler Gillis on the stop for a loss. 2nd down and 11.
Got 7 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Got a receiver down here to the bottom now. Keandrick still in the backfield next to Knox. Knox gets a snap. Moopy's in motion. He'll get the handoff. He cuts it up the field. He's turning circles. We've got flags flying. They finally get him down. We'll see what the call is here.
green. Flags flying everywhere on the field. And that penalty is going to be against the Vikings.
Trying to see what the call actually is. It is against Treutlen, so your Raiders will benefit from it. Whatever it is, it's going to give your Raiders a first down here on their own 33-yard line.
$15-yard penalty is going to move the ball to the 32. First down.
Here we are. We've got Isaiah Thomas down here near side, Aiden Cothran up top, Keandre Dixon in the backfield next to Knox. Knox is shouting out the play. He gets the snap, hands off to Keandre. He goes outside the tackles. He's down the sideline. Man, he really picked up some speed there once he got around the corner. He's going to have a Raider first down after about a gain of about 15, maybe a couple more than that.
Number 13, Zion Brown. Ball will be spotted on about the 48-yard line, first down.
So Keandre gets us into Treutlen County territory again right there with a big run. He's just eating up yards so far here tonight.
Got a call from tech support. Had to again. They're aware of everything that goes on. One good thing about this NFHS network that we stream on this platform. A lot of people wonder why. Some schools use YouTube and these other places, and I'll explain after this play. But the support is really good. They have the contract with the GHSA that allows us to come into these games, specifically playoffs, without any issues. That's any sport.
Knox gets the snap, hands off Kendrick again. He'll go off that right side again. He'll pick up about 5 on that play.
Dixon, he's around the right-hand side.
6:53 on the clock here in the second quarter. I'd like to see us grind out a couple more minutes. And if we pop one, so be it. But grind out 4 or 5 more minutes and take care of this half. Go in leading 21-0 would be pretty sweet.
Timeout Vikings.
Got a timeout on the field. We'll take one here in the booth as well on the NFHS network.
All right, we're back here. Got Knox there getting the play out. Keandre's next to him. 2 receivers down here to the bottom. Snap to Knox, hands off Keandre. There he goes, right side again. He's going to get out wide. Taking it down the sideline. Is he still in bounds?
Yep. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, that's becoming a pretty
Number
common
4,
theme when
touchdown.
Keandre touches the ball there. I couldn't see it. I thought they might have shoved him out.
Maybe the defender thought he was going out of bounds or was out of bounds. I don't know. What are they doing back here? They're bringing it back. They're saying he stepped out of bounds. There's a flag on the ground. Everybody's coming back. Have to wait for the call.
There was a flag on the play, so that touchdown is coming back as well.
Give it to him again. Did they say what the flag was?
No, we haven't been told what the call is.
I didn't see the white hat stop or do anything, signal anything. Looks like it's the 10-yard variety.
10-yard penalty. It's going to
must have been holding.
Back on the other side of the 50. Ball's going to be spotted just shy of the 47-yard line. Second down to 15.
Yeah, so now we've got 3 receivers on the field here. That being Moopy, Aiden, and Isaiah. Knox is getting the play in.
Second and 15, 6:38 on the clock.
He's going to throw it, hit Moopy there in the slide. He's going to turn around and see a bunch of Treutlen County Vikings around him as he cannot get any forward progress there on the play.
Run backwards and loses some yard on the play. Tackled by number 5, Peanut Tobler. Loss is going to be back to the 40-yard line.
It's going to be third and about 22 now for the Raiders. 6:13 clock.
Down and 22.
A little confused with that decision. When you start getting pushed back like that, you just got to go down to your knees. I appreciate his effort. You know, it's hard to not applaud that, and he'll learn from it.
Yeah, Knox is getting the play out here now. 3rd and 22 for your Raiders. We've got 2 receivers down here to the bottom and 1 up top. He'll look to throw here. Bottom side, he's going to get hit as he tries to throw. Isaiah just plays defense there in the middle of the field, gets that pass knocked down safely, avoids the turnover.
Again, just a half a second shy of getting a ball off. You got to be just a little quicker on that decision. He paid the price there as he's walking off gingerly.
4th down and 22.
He got hit right underneath his arm in his ribs, I believe. Not going to lie, we hold our breath when Knox goes down. We're a little partial. He's going to be one of our key players this upcoming season for baseball.
Kylan Page deep to receive for the Vikings.
5:34 on the clock. Raiders prepare to punt, 4th and 22.
Another good punt there from Isaiah. Treutlen's going to call for a fair catch. He actually put it on the ground there, but he dropped it right between his legs and was able to pick it back up.
We're going to take another quick break here as they change it up back here in just a moment. All right, Raider Nation, we're back. It was a false start called on the play, and Treutlen wants a do-over, and rightly so. Really good punt there by Isaiah. So we're going to do this again, hopefully without any mistakes.
Yeah, Isaiah had to get that one off there quick as Treutlen applied a little pressure. They'll get a little bit on the return there. They'll start at about their own 44, but there's a flag on that play as well.
That flag is probably on Treutlen if I had to guess, but who knows. That's about a 20-yard advantage by making us repunt the ball.
10-yard return, and let's see what the penalty
I'll
is.
say we started off here, got out of that 14-0 lead pretty quick, and gotten a little sloppy on our recent drives, and just got to get locked back in here. We want to play a full complete four-quarter game, and we've kind of took our eyes off the prize a little bit here the last few minutes.
Well, last week, probably the most disappointing time during that game was the last drive that we allowed. Our defense allowed right before half. We had about 4 or 5 penalties, 2 back-to-back late hit out of bounds penalties that got them going, and they ended up scoring where that game probably should have been 21-6 at halftime. It ended up being 21-13.
That penalty is going to move us back to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings from there.
All right. You may have heard the PA announcer. 1st and 10 from the 27 for the Vikings. Now there's an official's timeout. We're going to take another quick break as well here on the NFHS Network.
The Vikings will.
All right, we're back here. Treutlen setting up 1st and 10 from their own 27. 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Snap. He'll take it up the middle. He won't get much at all.
Number 2, Colin Page on the run. He gets about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
If you did happen to see through our camera angle, ambulance over there on the track behind our football bench, they were checking in on a band student who is, we've got word that's going to be okay. Probably got just a little hot, a little warm. But I just got a word from Pastor Johnson, Brother Johnson, that everything's going to be okay.
Treutlen gets the snap. They'll try to run it there off the left side. He's going to cut it back. Jeremiah Williams will be able to trip him up there. Just got him down.
4:39 now.
He's going to be down on about the 24-yard line.
And counting. 2nd and 8.
3rd down and 13.
Oh, excuse me. 3rd and 13. They had not changed it on the board.
Third and long here. You'd like to see our defense get off the field, get that ball back to the offense. Hopefully they can pick up some more of that mojo they had to start the game with.
Well, we've had a couple big 2 touchdowns brought back by penalties. Moopy on the, you remember? Well, we ended up scoring on that drive, but 2 big plays. Dixon that called back a while ago on another 50-yard run, 45-yard run.
Treutlen's actually
there it
throw
is.
a pick there. Is that Michael Dixon again?
I believe it is.
Man, 2 weeks in a row, touchdown for Mike.
Intercepted in return for
He has found himself in some good spots the last couple weeks.
I tell you what, he'd find his belly full if it was a few years ago, because Coach Bordeaux just stopped just a few years ago. And matter of fact, I'll tell you why he quit. Coach Bordeaux used to buy a steak dinner for any kid that had a pick six in a Red Raider football game. But he literally had to quit because of the rules about gifting students anything, basically. You couldn't. It would ruin their amateur status, just like if you played in a golf tournament as a player on the weekend and you couldn't accept any money or whatever the case may be. So, but yeah, this young man would have a full belly these last couple weekends. What a great play by him. That ball's up and in after the pick six. It's going to be 21-0, your Red Raiders lead here on the road in Surbiton, Georgia. We're going to take another quick break here before the kickoff. That's a bribe, right? Kickoff for the Red Raiders with 3 minutes 46 seconds, 21-0 here late in the second quarter. Tell you what, there's a penalty offsides by the Raiders. We came in here in hopes when we heard that Treutlen ran a wing T, we was thinking, man, this game's not going to last very long. There's a lot of running going on, and wishful thinking on a Thursday night when we got to get up and go back to work in the morning, you know.
They've switched up a little bit. We've had to resort to the pass a little bit, getting ourselves behind the chains here. But, you know, I had mentioned how I was hoping our offense would get their mojo back. Well, you know, sometimes a good defense is a really good offense. And you got Mike Dixon, who said he'll just do it himself out there. That's going to be a short kick there by Isaiah. Treutlen will field it. Decent little return there. He might have got about 10.
32-yard line, return to about
Treutlen will start with relatively good field position. They'll start on their own, I want to say, 42-yard line.
Jalik Johnson. Ball's going to be spotted on the 41-yard line. Vikings will be first down from there.
First down and at the 41.
All right, Treutlen to come out. Quarterback's going back under center here. Hand off, they'll come right side. He's got a decent-sized hold there.
Tell you what, when he cut it back on the 50, I thought he had a chance to go back across the field, but he got stung there. I didn't see the number.
Tackled by number 6.
6. Oh, there we go. Key Brown. He stood him up.
They're going to give him 8, just short of the 50. Second down and 2.
Second down and 2 here. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. Treutlen is on their own 49 here, up around midfield. We'll hand off. He's coming right side. Going to see that number. That's Dietrich Smith there with the tackle. He's close to the first down. I think they're going to have to measure it. Yep, they're calling in the chains.
That's going to be another Georgia First Bank Viking first down.
We got 2:54. Clock continues to run now, 2:52, 1st and 10, 21-0, your Raiders lead. You know, we're in a pretty good position here. What we don't want them to score, get any kind of momentum coming out in the second half. They will receive the opening kickoff.
Treutlen will hand off there right up the middle. They'll get about 3 on the play.
Number 5, Peanut Tubler.
2 minutes, 20 seconds here to go in the second quarter.
Down to the 46-yard line. Second down and 7.
Second down and 7 from the Bacon County 46 here for Treutlen. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. He's got a guy open. He'll make the catch and go in for the score. He was just able to get behind our defense there. They kind of baited us in with that fake handoff. They were able to slip a guy out there behind us.
Yeah, he took his the receiver or the defender. He just kind of took his eye off. He never turned back to look for the ball, but he almost like he took his eye off the receiver as well. He just didn't stay on his hip like he probably should have. The ball was in the air enough that he probably could have caught up with him. Just a mistake there. Again, another learning opportunity for these young defensive backs. 1:53, and Treutlen put 6 on the board.
Yeah, we just seen a little bit of life here out of this Treutlen sideline and crowd.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that pick 6 a while ago.
That kick is good, so it'll be 21-7 with 1:53 here to go in the second quarter with your Red Raiders leading.
We're going to take another quick break and be back on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports.
Set the kickoff for the Vikings.
All right, we're set for the kickoff here. Again, 1:53, a little bit of time for the Raiders to work. However, again, you got to protect that rock. Don't want to do anything silly here.
Another short kick here. Oh, we're going to muff that one, but we'll get it back. Moopy's got it, and they'll jump on him there around our own 25-yard line.
Again, a senior, I'd rather him just jump on that ball there on the 30 instead of that's a couple times he has put it in reverse. But nonetheless, we do recover. Ball's on about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, 1:49. You got to think we'll probably run it a few times here, take some time off the clock. Treutlen likely, I don't know how many timeouts they got left. 1. They might use that timeout, probably not, depending on, what situation they put us in here off the first play.
Yeah, we're going to come out. Aiden Cawthorn down here at the bottom. Kendricks in the backfield next to Knox.
Got a one-on-one down here at the bottom.
Yeah, and Aiden, he's got a streak going. He's scored in every game so far this year. Oh, and we fumble that. Little problem there on the handoff. I think they might have stripped it out again, but we'll see if they blew it dead. Just all kinds of things going wrong there on that play.
They actually got him down on the 15.
They said he was down on the second fumble.
Man, again, we've just gotten sloppy here in the second quarter.
Yeah,
Let's see where they spot it.
Kind of just hurting ourselves.
They're going to spot it out there on the 15-yard line. It's going to make it second down and 20.
Let's see what we come up here.
I said silly earlier. Didn't want to do anything silly. Well, there was 2 silly plays there on the return and a muff there. You just run it twice and you punt it.
Kendrick's going to get it. Big hole. He'll get about 11 back on the play.
Dixon, he tackled by number 3, Daniel Stokes. He's out across the 25, close to the 26. Third down and 9.
Cawthorn down here at the bottom. Kendrick next to Knox. He'll get the handoff. He'll give it to Moopy. He'll take it, cut it back up the middle there for about a gain of 5.
Clock down to 43, 42, 41.
50, Jake Brooks on the tackle.
Got to think we're going to let this clock run on down. They don't.
Right on the 30-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 5.
Play clock hasn't started yet. I don't even know. Has it started all night? 4th and 5. We're going to let it run. It's probably because it's under 40, I'm assuming. Going to run it down 35, 34. Eight, 7.
Like they're going to be satisfied to run the clock out and let it be halftime.
I don't know if I wouldn't have run one more play. Are you going to call a timeout?
Vikings down by 14 at the half.
Yep, nope. Bacon called a timeout. It ain't halftime. Yeah, I was a little surprised that we wasn't going to try to get one more play. Heave it up, and maybe that's not the smart thing to do, but or one more run. Number 4 could take it to the house. That's probably the smart play. A little inside handoff.
Let's hold on a minute.
Yeah, we've seen anything's possible as long as there's time on that clock.
Bacon County called a timeout at the very last moment.
Probably about 2.5, 3 seconds left on the clock when the whistle was blown by the referee.
Let's see what we come out and try here. So I want to say Treutlen's going to get the ball to start the second half.
They are. Again, you got to be careful here. You throw it way down the field or maybe a screen. Looks like we're going to be throwing it unless Knox is just going to I can't believe they call timeout for Knox to run it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We come out empty here.
They're going to bring the house up front. Oh.
Knox will give it to Moopy. He'll cut it up the middle there. He
here we
has
go.
a hole. He's going to have to get around this guy. Stop, stutters.
First down. It's going to give the Raiders a little bit momentum with about a 20-yard carry there. It's going to end the first half. 21-7. You know, it looks like we're large and in charge, but we got a little sloppy that second quarter. Sky, as you mentioned earlier, a little undisciplined with some penalties and some other things. Maybe we can refocus at the second half. This team doesn't look like they've got, the firepower to come back from 14, 21 points. You think if we come out and hold them, score again, maybe put it away. But they got a real shifty quarterback, very talented. As we take it in here to the half, what's your thoughts?
You just want to see us come out after the half and get it cleaned up a little bit there as we kind of the wheels fell off a little bit for us, and, you know, we hopped out to a good lead and looked like we were just going to dominate for the full 60 minutes. But, you know, maybe our focus just slipped a little bit there, and you want to see us regain that. And, I mean, our playmakers in Keondrick and Moopy, they're still out there churning yards, and I think we just got to maintain our focus and get back to what made us successful there early on in the ball game.
Well, we're going to go ahead and break for the half. We are going to have the band as your Raider Regiment takes the field. We'll have that recorded for you to be able to see. We'll be back with about 5 minutes to go before half to give a quick prequel to that as we hopefully can finish this Treutlen team off.
And now, entering the field, the Bacon County Raider Regiment. The Raider Regiment are under the direction of Dr. Will Garrett and assisted by Miss Renee Garman. The Raider Regiment will present a portion of their 2024 show titled Road Trip, featuring songs Party in the USA, Sweet Home Alabama, and Midnight Train to Georgia. Our major sponsors include First Franklin Financial, The Loop Traveler, and Clean Air and Electric. The bank would also like to thank Farmers Furniture for feeding the band. Drum majors, Raina Gonzalez and Allison Kinney. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance.
So it's going to be a little bit of my video work. So if the camera lags, it's because I'm horrible at videoing because I get too caught up in the game, too big of a fan.
Isaiah there with a good kick back there. They're going to be able to run it back, though, to about the 25, so that's where Treutlen will set up shop here to start the second half.
Returns it to the 25, 15-yard return. First and 10 Vikings from there.
We up here in the second half, we've got, like you just said, Brent on the camera. He's actually having to do some work for once here.
Hey, man, I've been working trying to get this network back up, talking support and all this other stuff, but it truly has been out of our hands. And again, I said earlier, this happens maybe once a season, and it's always, in a away game, you just never know what you're going to run into. We were here a couple years ago. I mentioned first of the game. We never did set up the stream because the bottom fell out, and we went home. But didn't know quite what to expect. But this piece of equipment that we purchased along with the Red Raider Touchdown Club a couple years ago, it's been really, really nice. It's a cellular router that really pulls in. If there's something out there, it's going to grab it. But there's just not much here in this area.
Treutlen's going to get the snap there. They'll fake a handoff. They're going to throw it deep. That's that play they beat us on there right before the half. And actually a pretty accurate throw that went through the receiver's hands. And we get a flag thrown on the end of it. I think they might call pass interference right here.
Well, you know what? I don't have a problem with that for the fact that the ball went through his hands. If he'd have caught it, it'd probably been a touchdown. I'll take 15 all day long rather than a 80-yard or 70-yard touchdown pass.
Another good throw from number 9, KV.
He was in pretty good position. It was just a really good throw. Only where that receiver over his shoulder. So, again, not a bad play there in that situation by the Red Raider.
And in the first half here, earlier on in our broadcast, that you guys probably did not get to see, the PA speaker is probably about 5 foot to my right here, so you're going to hear a lot of echoes and a lot of background noise that's pretty loud. And after sitting through it for one half, I can tell you it's pretty annoying from my vantage point.
Lady Raiders split a doubleheader over in Brantley County today. Won the first game, lost the second. Proud of those girls. They're 5-1 in region play. So they took the series from Brantley. So they're in good shape in region play.
Oh, Treutlen dropped the snap. That's a Key Brown there wrapping him up.
Dropped on the snap.
That play was just dead from the start.
I'll tell you what, that young man was in the backfield before the ball got to the quarterback. I mean, he is so fast.
Second down and 14.
Fortunately, he was able to finish that play. We had what would start the second quarter. Quarterback drops it, sort of a missed play there, a bad play, a broken play, and he gets 20 yards.
You talk about difference makers in the game of football, and I believe we've seen here in this season when Akey has been on the field, he's been a difference maker for that defense. It's going to be 2nd and 14 here on Treutlen's own 37 for him. Going to try the middle. He's going to reverse field, get back around that left side. He's got some room up there at the top. He'll be just short of the first down, it looks, as we've got a collision over there at the first down marker. Bodies just flying everywhere.
Well, I don't know if that wasn't the planned play because the quarterback was setting up the block on that other side pretty quick when the running back reversed course. Not sure for positive there, but not quite a first down.
Number 8 made the tackle, Dixon.
So what they got there, Sky? About a yard to go.
Yeah, it's going to be
third and 1.
Third down and 1.
3rd and 1, right at midfield here for Treutlen.
This is where you got to be careful. You bring everybody up close to try to protect that 1 yard, and next thing you know, they bust it for 50.
Treutlen's going to take a timeout. Their coach is heated down here on the sideline. I'm sure he didn't want to spend the timeout this quick here in the second half.
We're going to take a quick timeout as well and honor our sponsors. I haven't timeout from football. I'll stay with it here. I want to thank our title sponsor for the football season. They've been with us now for well over 10 years. That's Bennett & Johnson Insurance. Daniel Johnson has kind of taken the reins there in the local Alma office. Appreciate what he does for Red Raider football in general and supporting Red Raider broadcasting. I want to thank Miss Lisa Coley at Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply and all of her fine folks up there that take care of all of us hometown folks, and I tell you what, I encourage you, all of these folks that I'm going to mention, try your best. I know money's tight these days. Things are expensive. Give your hometown business, all of them, whether they support me or not, give your hometown businesses an opportunity for your business, and because you just can't run over. You can't call an employee at, say, Lowe's somewhere and say, hey, can you go open the shop for me? I need this, that, or the other. But you're in a fix. They can make some things happen down there at Kohler Electric, and that's that hometown pride that they can provide. Family Vision Care, Doctors Hutto and Day, and I'll get back to the others in just a second.
Hand off there up the middle. Treutlen pick up that first down plus some.
Hand off to number 5.
It's going to be about a 10-yard gain. Actually, we just couldn't bring him down.
Another Georgia First Bank Viking first down.
The PA guy, he says another Georgia. I keep thinking he's going to say another Georgia first down. That it's a Georgia something bank he's talking about. But we're going to hear some of that come Saturday. We haven't even talked about that yet, Sky.
Yeah, I hope we hear a lot of it. Treutlen goes under center here. They'll send the guy in motion, hand it off there left side. He's going to keep churning. Man, he's got a big gain. He broke free there. He's loose. Their back's all the way down to the 15-yard line, up about 17.
Well, you got to think that our team wasn't the only team that got a chew in during halftime, and this team has come out with some motivation. It's hot, it's humid. It's
on the 17-yard line.
Our guys are just getting pushed around a little bit right now, Sky. We're going to have to dig our heels in and see if we can't put a stop to this drive right now.
Yeah, Treutlen's finding some holes down there in our D line, and they're squeaking through them. I mean, it seems like we've got a lot of helmets down there around the ball. Go try it again, left side. We're there this time. Got a host of Raiders on their ball carrier.
Something going on after the play there. Not sure what. We had a couple incidents over in Appleton County where cooler heads didn't prevail, and that's not really a rivalry, but they are a border school there. I'm sure some Jaw and I talked about over on social media that week. The guys were pretty intense and pretty excited about that game. Did pretty good, clinched nothing last week, and not much there. Again, football is a very intense, emotional sport. And it's hot out there.
We got 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Treutlen's marching. They're threatening to make this a tight ball game.
2nd and 10.
Quarterback fakes a handoff, takes it off the right side. Stutter stepped in. He gets the edge. We can't bring him down. They'll score.
9:06 on the clock. 14 unanswered, or 13 currently unanswered points.
Flags flying, I believe, after the play.
We may have some emotion arise here. I was just talking about that. Some frustration. See what the call is.
Get this sorted out down there on the field.
Touchdown will stand. Personal foul against the Vikings. Personal foul against Bacon County, so those will offset. Leo Brinson will line up for the extra point.
So with that score, we've got ourselves a ball game over here. We might have thought at the beginning we were just going to walk away with this thing, but Treutlen's answered back, and we kind of got a We got to find ourselves here.
Well, before we got on air, I kind of discussed a prediction of what I'd like to see happen. Maybe a final score of 35-14, something like that. They struggled mightily to score the first quarter, and then again we let them score late there in the second quarter, and they've gained some momentum from that. And I talked about that. Them coming out in the second half, taking the kickoff, and just basically running it down our throat there, and punching it in with 9:06 here in the third quarter. Plenty of time left for this Treutlen team.
We got a whistle down there before the snap.
I believe we had a whistle before the snap.
It'll be offsides.
The PA announcer repeats exactly what I just said.
It's encroachment against Bacon County.
Looks like they declined the penalty. It's going to be
which is going to be declined, and we're going to try to kick it again.
That's going to be no good, so it'll remain 21-13 with 9:06 left here in the third quarter.
Down by 8,
Treutlen County's fighting back.
We're going to take a quick break on the NFHS Network.
All right, we're back. Treutlen's about to kick it off here to your Red Raiders.
9:06 on the clock.
Yeah, you got to actually put it next to your mouth there for it to work. Another short kick here. Akey's going to take that one. He's going to go up there far side. Man, he's going to get to about the 43-yard line of Bacon County there.
2-yard line. Number 6 on the return, Brown.
That's not what you want to see. He's actually, Akey is limping off the field over there. We do not need that to linger around for the rest of the ball game.
.901, third quarter.
Kundrick gets the handoff. He's out after about a gain of 7 or 8. He just ran out of room over there on that far side.
Out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Might ride this young man to victory. He's got over 100 yards rushing in the first half.
Jordan Coney was over there in the area.
One touchdown brought back on penalty
Second down and 4.
with about 4 minutes to go in the second.
He might need about 100 more here in the second half to seal this thing away for us. So we've got 2 receivers down here near side. That's Isaiah Thomas and Aiden Cawthorn. Keandrick's in the backfield with Knox. Knox is getting the play out. Hand off to Keandrick there, right side. He's going to weave his way. Outside. Man, he's breaking tackles like crazy over there.
Another handoff to number 4, Dixon. He's out across the 40 to close to the 36. Number 10 on the tackle for the Vikings. Jabari Taylor.
Kind of going off tackle there and then bounced it outside toward the sideline. Kind of his signature move there.
That's where he's found most of his running room here tonight. Now we've got 3 receivers down here to the bottom with Isaiah, Aiden, and Moopy. We're getting the play in from the sideline. Keandrick's in the backfield next to Knox. Hand off there, Keandrick again, right side. He gets through the hole. He'll pick up out
another handoff to Dixon.
5 on that
Across
run.
the 35 to about the 33.
Right now, we're just feeding him on this drive, going to the well.
Maybe you fake it right here, try to hit a slant or something, or do you change?
Second and 5.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Snap to Knox, hand off Kendrick again, right side. He's spinning, turning, stacked up there by a host of Treutlen County Vikings.
Another handoff to number 4, Dixon. He stopped on about the 30-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 3, a long 3, long 2, short 3 there. 7:13 on the clock, 3rd quarter.
Number 55, Tyrone Jones was in.
Six minutes, 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap to Knox. He'll run this one himself. He'll pick up the 1st down plus about 3 more, so that's about a gain of 5 there for him on that play.
Both teams showing here offensively, they're just kind of pushing each other around here.
Yeah, we're just kind of chipping away here on this drive.
I'd let that play clock run on down to about 10 before I snapped it. Eat that clock up. We thought this game might go by a little quicker than it did the first half because of the styles of offense that both teams have. But it didn't. 6:17.
Hand off Kendrick. He'll cut it back there up the middle.
He'll
only get about 2 on the carry.
Tackled by number 27, Jalik Johnson. Ball spotted just outside the 23, 2nd down and 8.
As you just heard, we're inside the Treutlen 25 here on about the 23. It's going to be 2nd and 8, 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Knox just got the play. He's getting it out. Going to have a receiver up top, 1 receiver down here at the bottom. Handoff, Dixon cuts it out wide. Can't get off those Treutlen defenders over there.
Well, again, you keep going to that well. The young man's got to be a little winded, a little tired, whether he's winded or just physically. It's hot. I mentioned that. I was kind of joking earlier about it, but you got to give him a break, at some point. And that kind of showed it right there. He didn't have that little hop in his step to get around that corner that time.
Take care of your students.
That'll bring us to a big 3rd down here. It's going to be about 3rd and 6.
4 down territory. In field goal range, though.
And off, Moopy's going to bring it out wide. Oh, he's going to go airborne there.
And off to number 3, tackled by number 2, Colin Page.
It's going to be about 5 yards short.
He's just short of the 15-yard line. Looks like it's going to be spotted on the 16. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
4th and 1.
I mean, we had this a couple times last week. We talked about it off air. Maybe y'all did on air. I just don't like taking it out of the quarterback's hands here, especially in that shotgun position. I'd love to see us have an under center call here. We haven't seen that. I'm not sure if we have an under center play for short and goal or any short yardage play. We're going to get a timeout by the Red Raiders here to make sure we get it right, though, either way. And we're going to take a break again. I'm going to swing it around to the scoreboard. I'm going to let Ricky Chee take over after this timeout. We'll take a break. Be back in just a moment.
And we're back. Your Raiders are lined up here for this 4th and 1. Got 2 receivers down at the bottom. That's Aiden and Moopy. Knox taking himself. He'll dive over a guy there and get turned upside down.
Good spot there. We got about 2.5 yards. It's going to be first down for the Red Raiders at about the 13-yard line. Is there a flag down?
Play stands. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, there is a flag on the play.
Oh, boy. That situation, I got a bad feeling. Dead ball. Personal foul. Treutlen. Okay, it's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Personal foul against the Vikings.
I'm not sure what that might have been, a face mask, or maybe he said something. Oh, he's sending him off to the sideline. I'm not sure if that – I don't know if that's the young man that the penalty was on or not. He maybe just needs a repair to his helmet, I think. 3:59 nonetheless, 21-13. Raiders, it's going to be first and goal from about the 7, if I had my math right.
That's going to move the ball down inside the 7-yard line, first and goal.
Definitely want to see our Raiders punch one in right here.
Taking a lot of time off this clock. This is now about a 5-minute drive, almost a 6-minute drive. We took over with about 9 to go.
Going to our 2-back look there alongside Knox. One receiver up top there. Hand off Keandre. He's following his blocks.
Right,
he's going to get in.
Number 4, Dixon, touchdown.
That young man is just a scoring machine. And you really can't say enough about him. The freshman stepping up so big here the last couple weeks.
Well, you know, it's just a unique, situation where you see I knew he was special last year. Again, I was able to watch the middle school at home games, running the jumbo, and he just looked different. I keep saying that, how he runs kind of methodically. He shuffles his feet, the way he moves his feet to go back and forth to cut. It's like he glides across the grass there, but he has sneaky speed. He kind of runs upright. He reminds me a lot of Bruce Brown, the way he ran a few years back, and Bruce could go now. And that's what we anticipate. Again, just a freshman, and working on 150 yards tonight. Already has 2 touchdowns. We're going to take another quick break here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports.
At the high school. down for the Vikings.
The period of solitary neglect just ended.
Seriously, you should have them sit at a table and commentate something like that. Be a good project. There's the kickoff. Raiders are on him quickly. A herd of Raiders.
Across the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 from the 22. We were.
1st and 10 Vikings.
Ricky is in a history class of Coach Keck, and they're reenacting some of their historical stuff they've been over this week, I'm assuming, spouting off a bunch of dates and different things as if they're calling a game. I told him it'd be a pretty cool little project, be fun to watch, and kids would have a good time with it, probably in his classroom if he set up a little mini commentation booth and had them do something like that. Change it up, make it to be tennis one time, and different sports, baseball, softball, football, soccer. That might be interesting.
Yeah, Brent's a little mesmerized. He doesn't have any idea what we're talking about because he's not quite as intelligent as Ricky and myself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to get on our level. We're kind of educating him a little bit. Treutlen to go under center here, set a guy in motion.
Somebody moved.
Flag before the play, false start on the Vikings.
It's going to set them back, be 1st and 15 with 3:33 on the scoreboard for the time remaining here in the third quarter.
So Treutlen will line up to try it again here. 1st and 15 this time from their own 17. They'll go under center. Bring a guy in motion. They'll hand it off there. He'll go off left tackle, break it out wide. Man, he's got a huge lane, and there's a wide gap between him and all of our defenders, but it is closing quick. Got some speed there, but he'll dive into the end zone. There's a I thought I seen a flag way back. I thought I seen something fly, but I don't think there is.
Well, I want to that probably never should have happened, but I want to commend number 8 and a couple other guys that just didn't quit. They could have slowed down and let him walk in from 20 or 30 yards out, but they sprinted down as hard as they could to try to keep that young man out of the end zone. So I do commend them for that effort, but never should have broke through that way. But he did, scored that touchdown, and it is it's going to be 19. Their scoreboard operator waits until after the extra point attempt to put any points on the board, so it's 28-19.
Yeah, and Treutlen's going to line up to go for 2 here, try to get back that point they missed on their last score there when they missed the extra point. Send the guy in motion. Hand it off there up the middle. Oh, he faked the handoff, broke a tackle, and he'll get in for that 2-point conversion. So we're going to have this game. It's going to stand 28-21 with your Red Raiders still in the lead, but Treutlen's found a little spark here in the last couple quarters.
Boy, I didn't see that coming. That was one of their bigger backs that took off down the field that way. With 3:18 to go, 28-21. It's a new ball game. Old Mo is just going back and 2. That wasn't a methodical drive there. That was a big breakaway. I want to take this moment again. I mentioned 2 of our sponsors earlier. The title sponsor for the football season specifically, Bennett Johnson Insurance. That was Mr. Daniel Johnson. I mentioned Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Ms. Lisa Coley. And I mentioned and didn't talk much about Family Vision Care, Drs. Hutto and Day there. Appreciate what they do for our community. I tell you what, what they have, the type of equipment and how they can diagnose not only your vision but any other additional issues you might be having is very easy for them. And here's the kickoff.
Another short kick. Aiden Cothran's actually going to muff that. Move you pick it up. And big block there. But there's going to be a flag on that as it's going to be a blind side.
Kickoff taken on the 26-yard line. He takes a long route to make it out to the 40, and there's flags everywhere.
We just really can't seem to get out of our own way right now. We keep kind of just compounding mistakes with another mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I know that these guys are being coached. In the heat of the moment, they've got to make better decisions. We've had a couple seniors to make poor decisions. If you can see any part of the number on their back, I mean, you got to let them go. And that was right in front of the referee. He was not going to get past that.
Looks like that's going to go against Bacon County because they're moving the wrong direction.
So the Raiders are going to be back up to about the 12-yard line. It looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from there. I hope number 4 got some fluids in him during that short break that I had. That's one disadvantage of that fast score is our offense needed a little bit of a rest, specifically number 4 Dixon.
He's going to put it down just outside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 11-yard line here. We need another score. It's going to take a long drive to get there, or maybe just one play from Dixon. Who knows? We'll come out, 2 backs there in the backfield, 1 on each side of Knox. That's Dixon on Knox's left, Moopy on Knox's right. Got 1 receiver out wide there up top side. That's Aiden Cawthorn. Snap to Knox, hand off to Keandrick there. He'll go right side. He's breaking through there. He'll get out to around the 1st down marker.
Number 3.
They got him marked close to a 1st down to about the 21.
Zan Stokes.
Continuing to add to his numbers for tonight, but those numbers won't matter near as much if we don't come out of here with a victory, Sky.
Yeah, and I mean, man, it feels like we've been here forever. We're still in the 3rd quarter, 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. This game's kind of slowed down with all the scoring and the flags flying. Again, 2 backs in the backfield there, 1 receiver out wide up top. Knox fakes a handoff. He's going to throw deep.
Overthrows him just a little bit.
Yeah, Aiden had a couple steps there on the defense.
Had Aiden last week in the second half and overthrew him by about the same amount. Again, that's just timing. That's just more and more practice, throwing it at practice. We probably run the ball. It's pretty obvious, 85% of the time. Not sure how many reps he gets during practice, but he's going to hit he's going to hit him before the season's over. Whether it's a situation where it will matter or not, I don't know. But we know Knox throws a good ball. Again, it just takes reps.
Yeah, we're coming out here. We're going to split Keandrick here out wide in the slot on the near side. Knox is back there by himself. Empty backfield. That's another bobbled snap. We've seen that several times here so far tonight. It's just another self-inflicted mistake that we just can't get out of our own way here after the 1st quarter.
I don't understand that. Knox looked like he was anticipating the snap. We've seen it a couple times where our center has snapped it and he wasn't ready. It might have been slightly to his left, but you've got to find a way. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now. Raiders have to be real careful here. Under 2 minutes now.
Yeah, this is not what your Raiders needed out of this drive. Moopy's in motion. Knox fakes, rolls out. He's looking downfield. There's a completed pass, but I think he's short of the marker
by about 2.5, 3 yards.
Out near the 29-yard line. That's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down.
You got to think. I don't see anybody going off or coming on the field, but you got to think you're going to punt here. If there was a football to go, or maybe 2, there we go. I think our punt team's coming in now. If you were less than a yard, I honestly would not have a problem with going for it there. snapping it to Knox and letting him lean forward for the first down. But with 1:25 and it's still counting, up by 7, you got to punt and play defense. They don't even have anybody back in protection. And hopefully we get a Raider roll here. And it does bounce our way. It's going to bounce down to about the 32-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 1:07 to go here. We're going to take a quick break here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports.
All right, Treutlen to come out. Send a guy in motion. Hand off there that left side. We meet him in the backfield that time.
Ooh, who was that that stood him up? He lost his helmet.
Number 4, Rod Fuller, but there's nothing there on that.
At number 9, Williams.
Yeah, Jeremiah's the one that lost his helmet on the play.
I think he got his helmet in there first.
That's the kind of play we needed there on that run after they gashed us the last time. That'll bring it 2nd and 11. That clock's ticking down, about 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
40 seconds. 28-21. You got to think they don't have to throw it here. But he's rolling out. We got him in the backfield.
He's looking, he's dodging, weaving. We'll bring him down, though.
Page goes back to pass the ball, but has no time. He's not able to find an open receiver.
He's going to lose a couple more yards.
To make it back to the line of scrimmage, tackle by number 6.
Should be about 3rd and 13.
Brown.
Yeah, and I believe that's where your fourth quarter is going to start, as that clock's about to expire here on the third quarter. So,
last but not least, I want to mention audibly Burt CPA. That's Mr. Larry Taylor in our Alma office. Want to thank him for he wears a lot of hats as well. He's our Red Raider Touchdown Club president this year. He's the mayor, and again, he's an accountant and probably saying this wrong, part owner or founder, co-owner there of Burt CPAs. They have multiple offices in Appleton County, which is Baxley, Alma, and I know for sure in Clinch County. The county seat just goes past me. The city we were in playing football.
Soperton.
No.
That's where we're at tonight.
2 weeks ago, Clinch County.
Homerville.
Thank you very much.
So on tonight's episode of Name That City.
Thank Mr. Larry Taylor. We're going to take a quick break here as we start the fourth quarter.
And we're back here to get this fourth quarter underway. Treutlen has a 3rd and 13 from their own 29 here. That snap's rolling on the ground. Quarterback picks it up. We're back there. We're on him.
No flags. It's going to be 4th and long.
Tries to run his way out of trouble, but There's just no room over there. He's down on about
Probably
the 20-yard line.
4th and 23 before it's all said and done.
4th in Bacon County out here.
They're going to spot it on the 18. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to give the Raiders an opportunity to maybe flip the field here. Number 7 is going to have his heels on about the 50-yard line.
That's Santiago Bazell back to return. This would be a great time for one of those block punts.
Yeah, something muffed. Is that
Flag on
that's
the
going to
play.
be a clock situation. We're going to bring it back 5 more yards. Delay a game. So we should see Santiago ease on up to about the 45-yard line.
It's going to be a delay of game against the Vikings, I believe.
Yeah, maybe kick it off the side of his
5-yard
foot.
Penalty, so it's going to put him on the
You know,
goal line punting.
It's going to put him a little more pressure when his heels are in his own end zone.
You think we're going to start with pretty good field position here.
They had did they have 12 men on the field anyway? I just saw one guy run off and nobody run on.
Flags are down again. Good high punt, though. It's not got a lot of distance, but it'll roll.
I'm wondering what the
Pretty good
penalty
play
is
on the goal
here.
line, but there's a flag on both sides of the field.
Come to a stop at about the Treutlen 41.
You got to think it might have been offsides, Red Raiders, because they let the way they let the play, they kind of waited until after let the play develop. We'll see. The white hat comes over. False start. And Raider ball. They decline it.
The penalty is going to be declined.
But wasn't sure if you can decline a false start, but nonetheless, Raiders are going to take over on about the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 with 10:44. 10:44 on the clock.
We really need a touchdown here and make this a 2-score game. Just want to see our offense operate cleanly and smoothly here. We got 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers there up top side. Hand off Dixon. Try this right side, and guys got him in his grasp. He'll get about 2 yards on that run.
Jalik Johnson on the tackle. Gain is to the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 8.
Knox is looking to the sideline to get the play in. Again, 2 backs in the backfield.
Under 10 minutes.
Snap Knox, Moopy will get the handoff, go left side. He'll get up around the 1st down marker and then some.
Wow, he is so quick, and he is full speed, literally his 2nd step. He is full speed. He is really, really fast. Again, not a very big young man, but you don't have to be big to be successful at this level specifically. If you got that kind of quickness and speed. And that kind of quickness, this point in the game, when everybody else is kind of slowing down a little bit, especially your big guys up front. 9:24.
Snap Knox, handoff Dixon. He's trying to find the hole. Nothing there for him.
Dixon called it the line of scrimmage by number 50, Jake Brooks.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Under 9 minutes now. That's our 12th man right there, the clock.
look to the sideline. Right now we've got Dixon in the backfield next to Knox. One receiver up there at the top. Oh, and that snap rolls on the ground. Knox just has to fall on it. Man, we've seen a handful of just miscues there with the snaps, whether we can't handle them or they're rolling on the ground or maybe they're just in the wrong spot. I'm not sure.
Well, I took a peek at my phone. Someone had texted me asking me a question. What happened? Was it low? Was it ready for it?
That actually rolled on the ground the entire time. Man, those are just things that you don't need to happen.
3rd and 20. Clock's running under 8 minutes now. 7:59, 58. Got to get the play in.
Yeah, 5 to go here on the play clock. Down to 2. I'm not sure if we got a timeout in time or not.
Well, I've noticed, I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. You know, even last week, there was times where sometimes we struggle to get the play in. And it starts, I'm just going to say it kind of starts with the coaching and, you know, trying to get getting the play in. You know, sometimes it's the boys. You know, maybe they don't know where to go, but I don't see boys running around and looking confused. I think they're just waiting for the play to get in time. And get it going out. Again, Knox wasn't in a real big hurry there. I don't think he probably took a peek at the clock either. But we had to burn a timeout there when it's 3rd and 20. You know, if it was 3rd and 2, burn a timeout, absolutely. But 3rd and 20, I don't know. If you take that 5-yard penalty, you take your medicine there and see what you can do. But, again, that's just my personal opinion there. But I do know there's been some times where we just got to try to get that play in just a little bit quicker.
There's just something off right now. Something's just funky out there where we just haven't been able to truly get going since the first quarter, it seems.
All right, folks, big 3rd down play.
Well, we talked about getting over that hump, learning how to win. But you got to know how to finish games, you know, and this is part of it.
Snap to Knox. We'll give it to Dixon. Moopy gets it from Dixon. He's not going to get the 20. He had to work to get 10 there on that play.
Well, he got it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 10. That's going to put us at about the 23-yard line. That would be about another 39-yard 40. He kicked a 39 last time. Yeah, that might be. It looks like we're going to punt or we're going
to bring in their kicker.
Attempt a field goal. The ball's going to be spotted at about the 28. Yeah, so this is he had a 39-yard last week. This is going to be close to that same, 39.
Where he's setting up, that's going to be a 39-yard attempt.
Hit it last week. He's on the left hash here. Isaiah Thomas.
He's definitely got the leg to hit it. There ain't no doubt about that. Good snap, good hold. He gets it up. It's a low kick, but man, he hit it.
I bet the ball, talk about a line drive, probably didn't get more than about 15, 18 feet above the ground. It's kind of hard to tell with the camera angle, but it went through the uprights. 3 points.
Well, I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Isaiah has truly become a weapon for us on special teams just with the things he's able to do and the way he can flip a game in our favor on special teams. Just great kick by him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how it goes through, off the upright, right, left, on the bottom. That was just a line drive. And we'll take the 3 with 6:34 to go. It stretches this game out, gives us a little more breathing room here. 10 points. I don't think this team has got a tremendous kicking game. So they may have to feel like they have to score 2 touchdowns to beat us here. And if we don't hang on here, they very well likely could. We've seen that spark. The big guy took it to the house. We just have to wrap up, tackle, play good solid ball, take care of the football when we do have it. Hopefully we'll get it again. 6:34 here in the fourth quarter. Trying to Trying to wrap this thing up in Soperton, I tell you what.
Isaiah will kick off. Good deep kick there, down inside the 5.
Stringing him out, taking him out wide, nowhere to go. Don't slam him down, just get him out. There we go. Good job, guys.
Coney from the 5 makes it out to about the 15-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 16. 6:23 on the clock.
And we'll spot it on the 16, looks like. 1st and 10 Vikings.
Got to think Treutlen will be 4 down territory the rest of the way here, trailing by 2 scores with 6 minutes, 23 seconds left. Want to see our defense step up, come up big here for us. Treutlen to go under center here. Send the guy in motion. Handoff there up the middle. He'll get out to about the 20.
Number 5, Peanut Tobler up the middle across the 20.
Again, that 12th man keeps counting down. We're just about to the 6-minute mark, 6:10.
2nd down and 5.
They're not in a big hurry, which is a little surprising
Number 2, Smith,
with the style of offense that they run. Maybe they're just hoping they're going to pop one here. That was really just a dive play there. He didn't look like he kept his head up trying to get much more than 5 or 6 yards.
Again, under center, guy goes in motion. Not much there, about a gain of 3 on the play.
Close to the 24.
I mean, Sky, do you see them punting here if it gets to 4th down?
No.
10 points down, about 5 to go at that point?
No, not being down by 2 scores. Quarterback's going to fake it. He's going to try to go around that right edge up there, and he'll get tripped up. I'm not sure if he got to the 1st down marker.
I don't believe he did where they got it marked. He's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 4th and.
Bacon County player still down on this side of the field.
We've got a Bacon County player down here, so we'll take a injury timeout and come back in just a minute. All right, we're back here. That was Theron Moore down for a moment. He's got up. He's walking off on his own.
He didn't have to come out of play? They're going to make him leave. He's got to come out of play. He didn't want to come out, folks. That's kind of football player that young man is. Theron Moore, he's jogging off. He was going to go back in. He may have tweaked his back a little bit.
Big time play right here. 4th and 1 for Treutlen on their own 25. Hand it off. He's fighting for it.
Oh, it's going to be close. I think.
Yeah.
I think that last little lean is going to give them the 1st down. But most importantly, we're down 4:46. That clock's fixing to start turning again. Again, that's our 12th man. That's our best player on the field right now is the clock.
Yeah, and Treutlen's got to find some urgency here. And they just took about a minute and a half to get 10 yards right there.
They have 2 timeouts remaining. Bacon with 1, leading 10, 31-21, 4:30 now on the clock, 29-28.
When you go under center, they're going to call a timeout. I think they've got some confusion down there.
All right, we'll take a timeout with them with 4:20 to go here in Soperton, Georgia. Red Raiders. .420 on the clock. 1st and 10, Vikings. They got 73 yards to go.
They're looking to throw. They'll throw one down here to the bottom. He'll catch it.
Tackle him, keep him in bounds, short of the first down, so the clock's going to continue to run. 4:11, 4:10.
35-yard line, just short of the 35.
Important to keep them in bounds.
2nd down and 3.
They really don't have any other choice but to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Tell you another
They
big
hurried to the line this time.
Big pick six, interception, something here. Well, pretty much,
Pass overthrown, slightly overthrown, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
As you just heard, I think through our microphones, 3rd down and 3.
Treutlen's kind of just, those last 2 passes are just little 7-yard curl routes, slants. I mean, not really trying to go down the field right here. They've started off this drive with some runs.
Candy are $2. Everything else is $1.
They're going to need big chunks right here in a hurry if they plan on making up this deficit. Hand off there up the middle. He breaks the loose. Shoves the guy down. He'll get out near midfield on the run, but still, Treutlen needs more than that right now in this game.
Another Georgia First Bank Viking first down. Good run by Treutlen.
Chains will move, clock will run. It's running now, 3:36, 3:35. A little more urgency you see here in their offense, getting to the line quicker.
Another handoff there.
They got to tackle that young man.
Yeah, they've let him get loose here the last couple plays.
Rod Fuller up the middle.
Oh, that's a fumble. It's going Bacon County's way.
They're saying there was a fumble at the end of the play.
I mean, the ball was out before he was down. I haven't seen an official.
They are ruling it a fumble.
Okay, the guy on the other side is going to call a fumble. And
Bacon County's football only 30.
Don't see a whole lot of arguing or from the home side here. I think they stripped it out. That's a lot of times that's what happens. You're trying to get that extra yard. You see it on both sides of the ball. Raiders have an opportunity to nail this one down with 3:14. One timeout by Treutlen. No replays in regular season high school football. Only in the finals as of now.
We come out, one back in the backfield next to Knox. That's Kendrick Dixon. He'll get the handoff, cut it up the middle, stays on his feet. Good balance there by the freshman. He's out near the first down marker.
Ford Dixon on the run, tackled by number 8.
This man's going to need an ice bath.
Got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, with us playing on this Thursday night, he'll have an extra day to recover before the next game.
That's a fact. Well, actually, he's got 2 weeks and a day because we're off next week. We have a week off, bye week, and then we're going to come back September the 13th, Friday the 13th, and have a homecoming game. We haven't really talked about their future schedule, but homecoming is a little early this year. The dance and all will be the following day at Sunday night, Saturday night. But yeah, we'll be hosting the Lanier Bulldogs.
Only able to make it off the field under his own
Won't be the
power.
first time we played them at homecoming. Hopefully, we'll be playing them with a 2-1 record,
By 10 with 3:07 left.
and then maybe have a chance to add a win there. Go to 3-1 as we head into region play. This brand new region that we're in, which includes Thomasville, Worth County, Berrien County, Fitzgerald, Brantley. I'm missing one.
And Berrien.
I said Berrien, maybe Jeff Davis. I think I missed
yep.
Jeff Davis. Renewing that old rivalry there.
Well, we've got a Raider first down here on their own 44, 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. We've got two backs in the backfield. We'll hand off Moopy. There's a flag to start the play.
And off to number 3, Green. He stopped
I
after
think
a
that
short
might have been
gain.
an offsides. We'll see.
Several Viking defenders in on that.
Official. Looks like we got a timeout, Treutlen. That's going to be their last timeout, if that is the case. We're going to take one final timeout here, probably stay with you the rest of the way with 2 minutes, 39 seconds. 2nd and 8 for your Red Raiders here as we're trying to finish this thing off.
From the 46-yard line.
All right, we're back here. 2nd down and 8 from Bacon's own 46-yard line. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left in the ball game. Snap to Knox, hand off Kendrick. Again, Treutlen's there. He'll pick up
And off to number 4, Dixon.
maybe a yard.
He's out near the 50-yard line.
No, he'll get about 4.
Yeah, he picked up a few more than that. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 for the Raiders.
55, Tyrone Jones.
3rd and 4. If we don't get the first down, good punt flips the field. It should be well under 2 minutes at that point. Will be about a minute and 40, 45 if we have to punt. Probably minute 25. They cannot stop the clock anymore. We're going to let the play clock run down. It's at 15 at the moment. 31-21 is your score. Under 2 minutes now, 1:57.
Noise right here for the Vikings defense. Make some noise for them. We're still in this.
Kendrick gets a handoff, tries the middle.
That's going to be a first down.
Good balance, spins out of there. First down, Raiders.
That's going to do it right there. Should be
Number 4, Dixon.
should be the most
45.
most
for another
liked
first down.
formation in football. The next couple plays for the Raiders. They cannot stop the clock. Minute 36. Victory formation should be in order. And we're going to squeak out of here as we wrap this thing up in the next 128. We did not play nearly as well as we did last. We didn't execute. We wasn't quite as disciplined this week as we were last week. You know, sometimes you say a win is a win, and you always want to get that victory, but you want to do it as cleanly as possible and get better from week to week. I'm not sure if I saw that this week, Sky.
Yeah, we just got sloppy there at times or for
They better take some knees.
a while there for a good stretch of the game, but
Run the clock out.
we'll come out of here with a win, and like you just said a while ago, we've got 2 weeks before our next game, so we got plenty of time to practice, work on these things, and hopefully get them ironed out. Those little, just the operation, getting the operation cleaned up. And, you know, for us to play to our full potential, we're going to have to clean a lot of these mistakes up, play a clean game, definitely play a 60-minute game, not just play at our peak for spurts in the ball game.
Yeah, have a couple big plays like we did to kind of get ahead, and then, again, like you said, make some mistakes in between there. We're going to down it there. That's going to do it.
That's going to be the last play of the ball game.
Time winds down, under 20 seconds here.
We got down by 2 scores to begin with, and we stuck with it the rest of the game. Not the result we wanted, but these young men are playing better. You stick with them, and I think you're going to see something a little later this season.
I want to congratulate the Red Raiders for coming up to Soperton, Georgia, getting a victory here against the Vikings of Treutlen County. I want to encourage you to come out in a couple weeks for homecoming. That's what they call it, a homecoming for. All you former graduates of Bacon County High School, come out and support these Red Raiders, support the homecoming court, cheerleaders, the band. Again, want to thank everyone in the stands on the other side. You can see them in the camera. Those of you that are at home, apologize for the rough start we had. Thank goodness we were able to, I think we were able to stream okay here in the second half with some tweaks here and there. I'll try to combine it all together and put this game up tomorrow so you can see the first half as well as the second half. The second half is going to be a little fuzzier than the first, but nonetheless, hopefully we can get that put together. Again, we got to win. We're going 2-1 at Raider Nation. And again, like I said, ain't much more to say. We just got to play better. Got to play a little more discipline at times. Cut out some of those mistakes. We put the ball on the ground quite a few times. I don't know if it's communication, whatever the case is. We do have 2 weeks to iron all that out as we get ready for the Lanier County Bulldogs, who are going to be ready to go when they come to Bacon County in a few weeks. So that's what teams always like to do. They kind of put a chip on their shoulder when they're invited to come for the homecoming game. So we're going to have to be ready to go. We got 2 weeks to do it. So thank you for joining us again here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. Good night, and God bless.